My name is Michael Morley, and I am here to review Fast 10. Or should I say, Fast and Furious 10. Unbelievable. We have 10 movies, counting Hobbs and Shaw if you count the spin off. Um, we all know what to expect. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, you know that this is going to be some ridiculous plot, and that is exactly what we get. Okay, do you remember the villain from Fast 5? The one in Brazil, Rio, where Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto, and Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor, steal a vault from a police station filled with millions of dollars. They steal that money, they take that money, live their lives, and they're free, right? Well, the father, the villain from Fast and Furious 5, who dies, had a son. And that son was Jason Momoa. And I got to tell you, he is the best part of this movie. Jason Momoa plays this very wacky, cartoony villain. He honestly felt like a Looney Tunes character. He actually reminded me of the Tasmanian Devil. He's just wacky. He's all over the place. He does crazy things. He licks his knife when there's blood on it. He will put nail polish on dead people. And he kind of has this, like, is he gay or is he straight or is he bisexual? He's got this vibe where he can dress like an alpha male and then he dresses like a woman, and it's like, whoa. He's a very wacky character. He's all over the place. He really is what brings this fresh taste to Fast and Furious. Like, I'll be honest, 9 was such a step down. I just found it so boring, and I gotta tell you, it's like they learnt their lesson from 9 and just said, we're just gonna do the same trend with 5, 6, and 7, and we're just gonna do that. And I'm glad they did, because it finally made me kind of reinvigorate my taste to want to, not go, I'm over Fast and Furious. I actually am excited because I actually did like this movie. Um, you know, I'm not going to say much, but the ridiculous stunt, the ridiculous action, the ridiculous driving, scenes, the acting, the one-liners. Everyone's cool in it. Everyone's cool. The one thing that does annoy me is the add-ons. I mean, we got John Cena as Vin Diesel, Dominic Toretto's brother. We've got a woman who is a very, very talented Oscar winner, and she's been in movies like West Side Story, and she plays the great granny. Amazingly, she's alive, but she's the great grandma of Dominic Toretto, and she's in this movie. It's like, and now we've also got Brie Larson, who's apparently Kurt Russell's daughter, and then we also got Alan Richardson, the guy that you might know from Jack Reacher, the TV series, not the Tom Cruise movie. It's very overloaded that there's so many characters where I feel like you got so much going on. You got moments with the team with Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris and Jason Statham, and it's focusing on what's going on with their story, and then you got John Cena, got something going on with Vin Diesel's son, Dominic Toretto's son, and then you got something going on with Dominic Toretto and Jason Momoa. It's very overcrowded. It's like, okay, all right. And it's very fun, and you get it because we've seen this before. If you're a good person who's watched Fast and Furious, you kind of know what you're getting. So, yeah, and it's very fun. It's not the best one. It is better than 9. It's better than the first 3 and 4. I still think Fast 5 and Fast 6 are the best. Nothing will ever top those, but it's definitely in the right direction where it's following what worked. And if you're a person who generally loves Fast and Furious, you're going to love this. You're going to have a really good time. If you're a person who doesn't really know much about Fast and Furious and doesn't know the stupidity and all the ridiculous, unbelievable survival scenes where they wouldn't survive, they'd instantly die, and you're a person who's full of logic, you're not going to like this movie. You're going to say, oh, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, that's bullshit, that's bullshit. Yeah, you're going to be nitpicking the whole entire movie. because this really feels like a Looney Tunes movie with real people who are like Looney Tunes characters. They will die, they get smashed, things will fall on top of them, they might go into a hairy fire, and they'll survive. That is sort of how I treat this. It's also like a soap opera. You have characters that die, and then they don't really die. They come back, and, the one thing that always bothered me was the death of Han. I was always, I loved how he died. I thought it was cool how they introduced Jason Statham as the next big villain. And then, all right, he's still alive. He survived somehow in 9. It was all, a magic trick. And they finally kind of acknowledge, between Jason Statham's character and Han's character a little bit. But it still kind of annoyed me. I mean, it's good to see Han. I like Han as a character, but it just felt very cheap, and it was a wasted opportunity because, I guess because they wanted to make Jason Statham be the good character. But this is the thing. They keep making everyone the good character. Everyone that was bad becomes a freaking good character and starts to join the team. And I hope that doesn't happen with Jason Momoa. I hope he stays bad. I hope he continues being bad and he dies bad if he does die. And I hope he doesn't turn good. Okay? They need to keep him being bad because he's awesome being bad. That's all I can say about the film. All I can say is everyone's great. Everyone does a good performance. Everyone, they all are perfect. They all do a good job of what they're given. You've seen them in other movies of the Fast and Furious. You know what to expect. 7 out of 10. It's a fun movie. Go watch it. Fast and Furious fan, you'll love it.